Swami Virajanji, there's so many stories. I never seen him. Of course, it was a long time ago. Um, some of you know Swami Tathagatanandaji, who was in New York before my time. He was a disciple of Swami Virajanji. And many people used to call Swami Virajanji Shamlatal Swami because of his time in Shamlatal. But there are many stories I've heard from senior monks. I'll leave you with a funny story. Two monks, he was the president of the order. And he had, rare in our order, long beard, very rare. So he had a long beard. And if you ask him something, and he had this large, luminous eyes. Oh, there's a video of him. You must see it. If you look it up on YouTube, just a few seconds, old black and white video. He's sitting, like exactly looking like this, and with a smile and those big, luminous eyes. You should see it. If you ask him any questions, he will not reply. He's a man of few words. He would do this and it's like this. Stroke his beard and say, So it still happened. This is a story I don't think has been told in public earlier. I heard it from a very senior monk. Two novices, monastic novices, brahmacharis, they quarreled and they came to blows. So they were hauled up by the senior monks and disciplinary action was taken against them, and it was resolved that these two youngsters would be expelled from the monastery, asked to go away. But the power, finally, the declaration has to come from the president of the order, that if to expel any monk, decision is taken by the general secretary and the other trustees. So the senior monks came and explained, the general secretary of this came and explained to him that this is what they have done and they have to be expelled. As usual, he didn't say anything. He said, and we will call them before, call those two before you. We'll all be sitting with you. You just have to say that because of this reason, we have decided to ask you to leave. You leave the order. The Swami didn't say yes or no. He just said, So they called those two youngsters, and by that time, all the senior monks had scared them that you two are finished. This is the end of your monastic life. You'll go in there, and the president Maharajji will tell you in front of all the senior monks, you're expelled. So they're shaking. They went in there. And the other, you can imagine, the senior Swamis nudged him. Say, tell them. So the Swami said, what have you done? And they said, Swami, we have done this. We confess, we fought with each other or something. We disagreed and we fought, we came to blows. And it was very wrong of us. And then Swami said, will you do it again? They said, no, never again. And then he said, all right, embrace each other, hug each other. In Bengal, it's called kolakuli. Hug each other. It's done once in a year. In Bengali tradition, after Durga Puja and the Vijayadashami, the final day of the year, of the Durga Puja worship, after the immersion of the image. So you sort of basically are supposed to be, you make up with everybody. You establish cordial relations. So you hug each other. So he says, kolakuli, hug each other. So they hugged each other, and then he said, all right, go. They couldn't believe their eyes. So with delight, they went out. And all the other senior monks, the officials, the administrators, they looked aghast. Said, Swami, what did you do? We agreed, the resolutions have been taken, meetings have been held, procedures have been completed, and you just have to say this. What did you do? And suppose they do it again? This is indiscipline. Suppose they do it again, what will happen? Then the Swami, with his big eyes and stroking his head, he's listening. Suppose they do it again? Then they will hug each other again. One more funny story. We have run out of time, but I have to tell you the story. Once a monk told that he was the president of the order. So once a young monk was serving him in the team, the presidential team, the team with the president of the order, said, Swami, you are the president of the whole Ramakrishna Order. You should read a newspaper. So the Swami said, why? Because then you have to know about the world, what's happening in the world, and you'll be aware of you can guide the order better. Of course, that Swami, that young Swami, he had a desire to read the newspaper. So this Swami said, tomorrow we will read the newspaper. You bring a newspaper. The Swami was very happy. Said, you read it to me. It's all right. So the Swami sat down to read the newspaper next morning. And he said this first news item. He said, no, read from the top. The top, the Amrita Bazar Patrika or something, the paper at those days in Bengal. So even on top of that, oh, that is Monday, date so and so. All right, start from there. From there, he read every news item, every date, everything. And it took a long time for him to finish the first page itself. Then next page, classified ads, all of the ads. Then took him several hours to finish the entire newspaper. When he was done, the Swami said, very good. Tomorrow we'll start all over again with a new newspaper. And this Swami said, no, sir, please let me go. I'm very sorry. I'll never do it. So he was cured of reading the newspaper for the rest of his life. Today we'll say traumatized. Good. Tomorrow we'll pick up our study again. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.